back in Orlando for the next one. They're still looking to settle into the new season, working on improving their record with each opportunity to try to pick up some wins.
When I look at Orlando, they've had a very tough time getting anything going so far. I mean, this was not the kind of start they imagined for themselves.
No, I'm sure it wasn't. I mean, they had high hopes coming into this season, and yet everything seems to have gone wrong for them.
Now the starting group for Orlando. We've got Gordon. Oladipo is out there with Holiday. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Fry in at the 4 spot. Now here's Oladipo. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Savage. That's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt. Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
Free throw line jump shot. Here's Mr. Perfect, guarded by Holiday. Pass to McDermott. Here's Mr. Perfect. 6 to shoot. He dishes it to Butler. His three-pointer's off the mark. For the Orlando Magic, they come into this one following a loss to the Atlanta Hawks.
I thought overall, Kevin, it was mostly the defensive effort that hurt them. Just no energy, no purpose.
Steve, I thought they were late on their rotations. They didn't really communicate well, and as a result, they paid for it.
Here's Mr. Perfect. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. To the left wing. Outside Butler. No good. And Orlando will come the other way. This their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
You know, this game kicks off a 3-game season series for these clubs. Definitely both looking to get that leg up tonight.
His shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
Here's Mr. Perfect, guarded by Holiday. Mr. Perfect connects, the jumper drops. Mr. Perfect's got 6.
Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know. I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day.
And there's the call on Mr. Perfect. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Bulls, Holiday goes in, and he gets it to go. Holiday's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Shot, high post. The shot's good from Mr. Perfect.
Well, that shot keeps him at 100% from the field this quarter.
For Orlando, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Feeds to Fry. Back to Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Dishes it to Fry. Chicago grabs the miss. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
I thought the way they attacked the rim and got into the paint was phenomenal. It seemed like after a while, the defense just kind of waved the white flag.
That's exactly what will happen when a team continues to attack the goal and come away with layups. It demoralizes the defense.
Holiday attacking.
Boy, that was impressive, Clark. He did not hesitate to take the ball right up against the bigger defender.
Boy, I like that aggressive mindset there, Steve.
Here's Mr. Perfect. He's got 10. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Well, he's in a groove right now. The touch is flowing. 6 of 6 from the field.
Just looks like one of those games where everything's going his way, and he's got to continue to fire. Take advantage of the touch you feel right now.
The kick out to Holiday. The second chance effort, no good from Fry. Chicago leading. There's 1:38 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Mr. Perfect, defended by Gordon. And it's Butler missing. The Magic have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. Holiday, the pass to Gordon. Fires for 3. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Here's Mr. Perfect, and it's Chicago scoring again.
That's 10 straight points on mid-range jump shots.
You know, to paraphrase a Bible verse that says, love covers over.
Let's see what you got, son.
Oh, I got plenty.
56 seconds left in the first quarter. Rose kicks to Snell. And it's Rose penetrating. All sorts of time. It's Chicago with another bucket.
When it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles that twine.
Yeah, they've got it flowing right now, guys. They're putting together a nice little run.
Mr. Perfect, he's checked in for Chicago. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first. And Beverly kicks to Young. Now here's Beverly. Defense is right there. Harris dishes to Ennis. Beverly the pass to Young. 5 on the clock. Another miss by Orlando. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. On target from 13 feet. 16 points for Mr. Perfect.
And again, a few more points added to the lead. They might be ready to pull away here.
I wouldn't be surprised, Steve. As well as they've got it working right now, that could be the case.
From half court. What do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. They established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Orlando, Patrick Beverly out there with Young. Then there's Harris. Then it's Ennis. And it's Fry in at the center, filling out the middle.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
And the basket is in from Mr. Perfect.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Hi, Kev. Mr. Perfect in their last time out against the 76ers played some outstanding basketball. He had 49 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting. To see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
I agree with you there. I mean, he obviously hit on something that brought out the best in him, and you can be sure he's going to take the exact same approach in this one.
Definitely. And as confident a player as he already was, now he's got to be feeling absolutely unstoppable.
Rose attacking. Here's Bairstow. The shot no good. And Orlando the other way now. They host the Kings after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Then you know for the Kings, that's a game they'd really like to have.
And Beverly kicks to Young. 6 to shoot. There's the steal. Here's Snell. And that is good. The Magic trail by 8. Beverly with the ball. And Rose picks him up defensively. Young left side. Pass to Beverly. 11 feet away. Here's Fry. Bairstow pulls it in. The Bulls leading by 8. Here's Mr. Perfect. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. Mr. Perfect's got 6 here in this quarter.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Mr. Perfect for the Bulls. The Magic have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Tom Thibodeau had some words for his team in that last huddle. He told them they should be dedicating themselves to hitting the offensive glass with everything they've got from now on, even if that means it takes them away from defensive transition. There was something else he mentioned, too. He wants them to utilize the pick and roll as much as possible in their coming possessions. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Well, with that last huddle, you could see the coach was addressing how they were going to make a tactical adjustment.
And after the coach does something like that, it's on the players now to lock in and follow the lead and execute. If they don't, then the coach will put them on the pine.
And he gets it to go. And it's a 12-point Bulls lead.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
The kick out to Holiday. Pass to Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. Back to Holiday. To end the run.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question, and that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
The shot's good from Mr. Perfect.
Got a lot of momentum going with his own game. He's been great today and just as hot as he was last time out.
And Holiday, here we go. Another miss by Holiday.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
The feed now to Gibson. Now the pass to Mr. Perfect. High post shot. Can't get it to go. And Orlando will come the other way. And here's the fast break. Oladipo leading the way. Shots good by Dedmon.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
The Bulls leading by 12. Here's Mr. Perfect. And he's good on the 3-ball. Mr. Perfect's got 31.
Boy, they look helpless defensively.
The Magic shooting not great, 40% for the game. Oladipo, the pass to Gordon. He feeds it to Holiday. The dish to Oladipo. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Butler. Passes to Mr. Perfect. Kicks it to McDermott. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. From the arc. Rebound by the Magic. The wide open look here for Oladipo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Oladipo's got his second basket of the night. Here's Mr. Perfect. Pulls up from the corner. No good on that last second attempt there.
Hi, Kevin. I'm here with...
Okay, fellas, nice job sticking to the plan in the first half. Now let's widen the gap and...
Welcome back. So far, a runaway game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mr. Perfect.
I know we've said this many times before, but I'll say it again. He had a great first half, just an explosive offensive display there.
At the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had. He can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Gibson is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. Butler and McDermott filling out the perimeter. And it's Mr. Perfect in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. It's hauled in by the Magic. Fry's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Holiday with it. Now defended by Mr. Perfect. And he banks in the layup. And that's now 10 points for Jrue Holiday.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break gave him a second win. He looks fresh.